Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Good morning and happy Sunday. To my little podcast down at the office as we get ready for our three masses today. And today's gospel is the multiplication of the loaves. That is mentioned in all the gospels and twice in the Gospel of St. Mark. And the most thoroughly analyzed in the Gospel of St. John. So it's interesting. St. Mark is the first gospel and John is the last. John talks about it. Mark talks about it occurring twice. Two different multiplications, which are signs of Jesus being the Messiah and also the abundance that he brings, not necessarily physically, but spiritually to human life, although he does bring a physical abundance in his presence. And this year we have Matthew's rendition of it, and next year will actually be Mark and John. We do those two together, and then the third year C, is St. Luke. And John, of course, has Jesus going in, because again, John's looking at it from a mystical point of view more than historical of the Eucharist. All the other ones reference the Eucharist. John breaks it open. So much so that when Jesus says, "Eat my flesh and drink my blood," people freak out. Sounds a lot like cannibalism. And they leave. And there were probably cults in the ancient world, I'm sure, that thought eating the flesh of somebody was okay, was good, or was a spiritual benefit. You know, most cultures, this is an aside, where they practice cannibalism, it's usually not because that's the only choice, a big game animal nearby, although the Aztecs tend to be the exception. They ate people because they needed to have a big game animal, and it was their neighbors. But more often than not, when you look at the the Aboriginal people, if that's a term we can use anymore, who practice cannibalism, like in Papua New Guinea and parts of Brazil, there was something they hoped to gain from the fallen: attributes, courage. These people were brave enough to die fighting, whatever it is. So that's just an interesting aside. But the Greco-Judeo ancient world, for the most part, appalled human sacrifice and appalled cannibalism as part of the old world Mediterranean taboo. Although Carthage had an exception of sacrificing babies, and Rome found that appalling. It really is a strange line of demarcation, that it's okay to expose your baby to nature, but to sacrifice them to your pagan gods is appalling. Go ancient world. But either way, go back to this. The miracle is in the multiplication of the loaves. And it is a sign of Jesus's messianic authorship or possession. He is truly the Messiah. And I am a staunch critic of anyone who says, well, he really didn't multiply loaves. He got people to share them. Well, that's a good thing. Sharing's great. Sharing is not miraculous. Just like going to get medical treatment that works, it's not miraculous in the terms of unexplainable. You are grateful for it in a miraculous way. You have gratitude for it, which is profound. That's great. It's really not a miracle. I mean, if you got cancer treatment that only had a 20% chance of working, and it did, you are mighty grateful. But it's not a miracle. You beat the odds. It'd be like you forego cancer treatment and it goes away. That's miraculous. There's no cause for it. At least that's how I look at it. You may differ, and I ain't going to lose sleep over that type of difference. But I don't believe it's a matter of Jesus convincing everybody, let's all be generous and share. This is a real multiplication of loaves and fish for people who are probably hungry all the time. We have such an abundance. We need to wake up to that and thank God every day. More gratitude, more gratitude, more gratitude, more gratitude. Great, guys. Happy Sunday, and praise the Lord, for He is good.